Hello, Internet. My name is Roro, and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Today, I wanted to talk about why I think that you should stop getting better at art. Whether you're any type of artist, you should stop trying to get better. And I'll explain why. As an artist, you should pursue what you truly want to see exist as art in the world. And for example, someone who does realistic portrait paintings, that's their true passion. That's what they want to see exist in the world. In order to achieve that to a level that is satisfying and completes your vision, you have to put in a lot of work and a lot of time learning and developing skills in order to be able to execute artwork in that caliber. So, in that sense, that isn't you getting better. That is you pursuing the path that you need to be on in order to achieve the result that you see in your head or that you're trying to express. But not everybody is trying to do that. Not everybody is trying to write classical symphonies that take years to compose. Some people just want to make the art that they want to make, and it can be very simple. So I think that pursuing quote unquote getting better can lead certain artists off of their path that they should be on, quote unquote, in order to achieve what they're trying to achieve. Now, this is all just hypothetical. This is all just ideas that I have. None of this is like backed up by any sort of proof or anything like that. This is just how I see it. And in my experience, this is how it's gone. For example, I'm a musician. I've been making music and playing music literally since I was a child. I think I got my first guitar before I was even in preschool, just like a little kid guitar that I would play around with. And I've always pursued music 100% since then. So part of me wanting to do what I truly felt passionate about in music, I had to develop a higher knowledge base and more skills. And I went to music school to do that, to get better and to improve and to progress as a musician. But I realized 2 years into it that I wasn't satisfied performing other people's music. Like, I learned so much in 2 years of music school and all the time that I spent studying music in high school. But I got to a point where I was like, this is not where I'm supposed to be going. I don't need to go down this like academic route anymore, because what I really need to do is to be creative and to express my own music that I hear in my head instead of performing other people's music at a high level. I definitely respect that and I understand the appeal of it, and I did it for a very long time. But for me personally, I have to be creative. I have to be the one creating the music. It has to be an expression coming from me personally for me to feel satisfied. So if I didn't get to that point with my skills through school and through studying, then I wouldn't be able to make the music that I make today that I'm satisfied with. So I had to do that. But if I had kept going down that path like I had originally planned and became a music teacher and got my master's in music performance and had my master's recital and all this stuff, yeah, I would be a top tier musician. I would be incredible at reading music and performing really high level music. But I I wouldn't be my soul wouldn't be satisfied, if that makes sense. And that's what I really need out of music more than anything, is for my soul to be satisfied. So that's just something that I have been thinking about recently and reflecting, because I'm still making music all the time, but I'm not putting it out anymore. So I've really reevaluated what I'm putting into my music, and it was definitely something I needed to do. And I didn't realize that I was getting off track again because I was focusing on external things like results and numbers, metrics, and stuff like that. And it just really put me off my artistic path. So I'm glad that like I took that time to reevaluate, and now I feel a lot better about it. And I think it's because of this mentality that I got away from it, the stop getting better, because I was trying to have a career in music, and I was constantly trying to quote unquote get better as a career musician. And what that equates to is more followers, more numbers, more plays, more money. And I was getting such incremental gains from it for such a long time, doing what I thought was like the most compromised that I could be, and it just didn't work out. But it's because in a situation like that, you have to be making honest shit. And I don't think that the music I was making was bad. I think it was good music, but the way I felt like I had to package it and put it out there was getting in the way of making stuff that I would maybe want to make that I wasn't making, if that makes sense. Like I don't make bad music anymore. I have no problem saying that. Sometimes I'll make a beat that I'm not really into, but maybe someone else would like it. I don't make bad music, but it's really for me now, is this an accurate expression of how I felt in the moment when I was making it? Or is it just something that I made because I think it sounds cool? And there's nothing wrong with that, but I wasn't getting the satisfaction out of making stuff that just sounds cool and is the stuff that I was listening to. A lot of people make music that sounds like the music that they listen to, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying for me personally, that led me away from making stuff that I would potentially want to make because I've listened to every kind of music. I've been into all different kinds of music growing up. So I put myself in this very narrow lane of creation, but it was my own barriers that I was putting on myself from like social pressure. So all I had to do was remove those barriers, and then this whole world of creativity has opened up, and I feel like I'm just dipping my toe in it. But the world that exists that I'm entering is one that's been within me the entire time. I just was in a different room that was separate from all this stuff. This is getting really weird and deep and philosophical, but this all ties into this point that I'm trying to make, that think about art as art and not as a product and not something that you're trying to like create that is better than something. Like just I don't like that mentality when you're actually creating art. If you're trying to get better, then do it as practice, whatever, but like if you're not making art that's like an expression of what you really feel, then I don't know. I don't know. This really turned into a ramble, but I hope that at least some of it made sense. Maybe it made no sense at all. Let me know if this is fucking nonsense. Um, if you somehow made it to the end of this video, thank you. I put out a new video every Sunday. I have a bunch of other ones on my channel that are similar. I stream on Twitch and I have a Discord. Links in the description for those. And I make a little bit of music for every single video at the end. So I'm going to play that now. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.